Hello, friends. Today we're going to work on Target. Today and every day we're going to work on Target. I know this is Target because I have my story glued in where it said glue week 9 here. Week 9, October 15th through 18th. The title of my story is How to Grow Your Own Pumpkins. Okay, I'm also going to need my pencil and my purple crayon. Purple because today is Monday. So go and find those, and then when you're done, come back and hit play again. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do, like every week, is we're going to look at our text features and see what we can come up with to make a prediction about whether this is fiction or nonfiction. So my title is How to Grow Your Own Pumpkins. Let's see. I don't see any names. I do see an underlined word. I'm going to have to figure out what that word means. I see a numbered list. So I'm going to label this as a list, a numbered list. I see pumpkins. This is an illustration, not a photograph. So illustration, ILLUST, I'm abbreviating, of pumpkins. Now, pumpkins, I'm not, because that's not a word I write down every day. Illustration of pumpkins. I see some numbers. I see 2, I see 3, I see 4. Okay, so I want you to go and make a prediction up here in the top corner. Do you think this is going to be fiction? Or do you think this is going to be nonfiction? Based on the fact that I see a bulleted list, a couple of numbers. These things are usually nonfiction, but I also see an illustration of pumpkins. Illustrations are usually fiction. So you choose which one and then come back and we will read it. Okay, let's read. Oh, I think because I have more nonfiction than fiction, and because of all the bats that we read about last week with the illustrated drawings, I'm going to say this is nonfiction. But the pumpkins lead me to believe it's fiction, so again, I could be wrong. So you pick whichever one. All right, let's read this together. Remember, on Monday, I'm reading out loud and you are listening. How to grow your own pumpkins. Read to learn how one can grow pumpkins. It is easy to grow a pumpkin. First, make sure the soil is warm. This will most likely be in the late spring. Plant your pumpkin seeds about 1 inch deep. Then water your seeds. Soon a small green stem will grow out of the soil. List. Number 1, check for weeds every day. Number 2, water every day or two. Number 3, take all but one of the pumpkins off the vine so that it can get all the food. Number 4, let the pumpkin grow for 3 to 4 months. Harvest or pick your pumpkins from the leaf-filled vine when the pumpkins are orange and the size you want. This will be in the fall. You can then carve your pumpkin, or your mom can make a pumpkin pie. Have fun with your very own pumpkins. Okay, so this was all nonfiction. This is telling me what to do. This is a to-do list, almost a recipe for how to make a pumpkin, except I'm not given the supplies. So this is definitely nonfiction. So if you pick nonfiction, great job. All right, let's annotate. We've got to tie in our text features. So this list, where was it in paragraph 1 or paragraph 2 that it told us about check for weeds every day, water every day or two, take all but one of the pumpkins off the vine, let the pumpkins grow for 3 to 4 months. I think this almost goes in the middle between the two, which is probably why they put it in the middle between the two. But it has to do with this one and it has to do with this one. All right. What about our underlined word, harvest? Let's see if we can find some words that tell us what harvest means. Harvest or pick your pumpkins from the leaf-filled vine when the pumpkins are orange and the size you want. I know I have told my friends like a gazillion times. When you see an underlined word or any word that you don't know what it means, followed by a comma and the word or, whatever comes after the or is going to tell you what that word meant. So harvest means pick. Harvest your pumpkins, pick your pumpkins. That makes sense. Okay. Now, an illustration of pumpkins. Does this have to do with the first paragraph? The second paragraph? Where in the first or second paragraph? Since these look like big pumpkins on a vine, I think it's going to be like here in paragraph 2, but before you pick them. Okay, that is all of the text features for today. Today's annotation was pretty easy, huh? Great job for a Monday. Thanks, friends. Okay, Monday's question. What is the first thing you need to do to grow a pumpkin? So I want you to go back, find the sentence that tells you what is the first thing you need to do to grow a pumpkin. And we are going to underline that sentence in purple. But I want you to go and find it. Put your finger on the sentence that tells you. Go and find it now. It is easy to grow a pumpkin. First, make sure the soil. That tells me the first. Underline the sentence. Hopefully this is where your finger was. First, make sure the soil is warm. You should be underlining it in purple because that's Monday's color. And then let's go we're going to do a little bit extra. We're going to put a box around the word Monday to show that Monday is purple. Okay, now copy this entire sentence onto Monday because that's our answer. First, when you are done copying your sentence down, this whole sentence until we get to the period, then you can go on to sentence a day or whatever is next on your menu. Thanks, friends.